Episode 2 of this season of the Market Show starts, baby, right now. And you have to ask yourself, is it... I'm getting a call. Could it be from the Hot Toys Wizard? Let's pick it up and find out, baby. Hello? Skull! I strike gold again. I knew right when I was going to record and prepare episode 2 that you would be calling me, baby. What do you mean, how do I know that? Because I am the Hot Toys Wizard. No, you're not the Hot Toys Wizard. You're the 13th Skull. Right. And you're going to be a new panelist on the second season of the Aries Tarrington Show, adequately dubbed now. We're going to call it Ancient Action Figures, baby. Yes, I know all about the new Snowspeeder pilot Luke Artisan that Hot Toys is going to be shocking this reality in right now. Yes. Oh, and I know all about Prisoner Leia. Yes, Lego did come out with it. And Hot Toys has Prisoner Leia in your reality right now. Actually, it's our reality. You're just far across the universe. Stop taking my lines from the air. No, we're not calling it the 13th Skull Show. It's the Wizard, Skull, whoever the hell you are. All right, listen. We have got a fun, packed show. All sorts of market updates. All kinds of wizard juice. I've got new spotchka that looks like this. What happened to the blue stuff? I've got enhanced wizard juice this week. This new type anyway. It's not really a new flavor. It's just it's a different type of potency. Maybe they're trying to take it down a notch here. See, the star is moving. And there's some ice in there. Let's go ahead and dive into all this. Right now. All right, and welcome everyone to another episode of the Market Show, the second episode with this new season of the Market Show, right here, baby, at the 6 Scale Cantina. Let's get right into it with some of the waitlist updates here, for sure. So, now, okay, obviously we know that the Artisan version, okay, with the rooted hair implantation technology, not just wool hair. Remember that differential between when Hot Toys comes out with like the Chewbacca figure and the Lady Deadpool figure and the Michael Keaton Beetlejuice figure. Those do have wool hair. It is an upgrade from regular hair that they used to use, but it's just the wool hair, okay, and it's glued on. With these Artisan figures, it's not just the wool hair, baby, but it is rooted using implantation technology. Just like in art, that is the purpose of the Artisan line, is to match that. And that's what you have right here, baby, when you go ahead and look at this absolutely sick looking Elizabeth Olsen figure. It's like a real human being when you put in that hair on top of this next level head sculpt for sure. But you know what also is next level? is just, it's not just the hair, it's everything else. And the sculpted version is just fantastic as well. And you can see right here that collectors agree because it has already hit the wait list and it has a due date to ship between October of this year, 2024, this month right now, and March of 2025. So you do have to wonder, is it possible, since this hit the wait list right now, that this is possibly going to be coming out before the holidays? And I say yes. I think it's going to be officially released before the holidays. Now, whether Sideshow gets it here, don't be so fast and so quick to think that we won't be getting this figure because of how long it's going to take to get, from this is next level. I don't mean to stop there mid-sentence, but I mean, just look at this. It is absolutely stunning, sculpted, artisan, what have you. The 2 LED lighting modes for this diorama base. This is the quintessential, and, to me, Scarlet Witch that you can have in your collection. And the Artisan one limited to just that. What is this limited to? 2,000 or 2,500 pieces here. Absolutely insane for sure. But she's gone. The whole thing is gone. And now, when you look at some of these other ones, and breaking news right here, the Luke, all of the Lukes don't just have that almost gone or almost sold out or, limited stock left. They're all on the wait list. The collector edition has hit the wait list. The special edition has hit the wait list. Of course, we know this Artisan edition has hit the wait list. They have all now hit the wait list. This one limited to just 3,500 pieces. Pause. You're watching the market show. Cheers to you, baby. I gotta wet my whistle a little bit. Scarlet Witch, both versions, gone. Artisan and sculpted. Dark Empire Luke Skywalker, Artisan edition, and both special edition and collector edition, gone. Scarlet Witch Artisan, Luke Artisan, they're all gone. Waitlisted. Let's go to more that are all gone. I mentioned to you last week, so nothing breaking here. John Wick has been waitlisted, and that's gone as well. So just FYI on that, both the collector edition and the special edition. And as I said in last week's show, do I think that these are going to be, grails in the future? I think that they can be, but make no mistake about it. They will absolutely be doing the Artisan gig with Keanu Reeves and John Wick for, these 4 John Wick films. Hot Toys will absolutely be milking this cow, baby. And is it possible that they would actually do that, like I mentioned last week, with at least, the way he showed himself for most of the movie with the new Matrix Reloaded? And I say yes. More and more announcements, less production of these announcements, with more 2.0s and an extreme amount of different versions and variations, and that'll fit right in. It's the same guy, the same hair. As a matter of fact, and he was filming, coming off. He didn't even like doing John Wick and The Matrix almost at the same time, and so you could use the same darn head sculpt with this for sure. Let's get into some more waitlist news, and let's look at Indiana Jones, which is on the cover of this, and low stock remaining. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, don't play around with Indy. Look, this movie, I get it. It wasn't, really widely embraced by a lot of Indiana Jones fans. I totally get it. But ladies and gentlemen, it's Indiana Jones. And it's Harrison Ford. And I don't really think that this particular figure, and this is just my opinion, really needs to be an artisan. Not that they don't do short hair like with the Batman figure, like InArt has done, and like Hot Toys has done with the Tom Holland now Iron Spider figure as well, that 2.0. This is just a little too short. And look, this is special. And I don't think they made a whole lot of these, and I'm going to show you why. I don't think they're making a whole lot of these figures, including this John Wick one. And I will show you why. Going back to that Indiana Jones, not only is that one having a low stock remaining warning, but if you were looking for the collector edition, it's already waitlisted. And this thing is supposed to come out between October and December, not even October through March. So could this one be coming out before the end of the year? And I say yes. Remember, it costs money to ship these things from from overseas to the United States. And it'll cost less money if you can put a lot of these into one container. Put these containers onto put a lot of product onto these containers, whether it's one or it's two or however many you're getting, onto these boats, and to come into the ports here, into the United States. So could Hot Toys be capitalizing on, Sideshow be capitalizing on waiting to get a lot of these figures all at one time to save on that shipping price, that it's going to cost to come down? And I say yes, for as much as they can. So I think collectors are about to get bombarded, and I do mean bombarded, with a lot of notices that, hey, your card's going to be charged here within the next whatever they do, 48 or 72 hours, or within a couple of days, or your figure is going to be expecting to ship, all that kind of stuff. So I do think that you have to be ready for that with a lot of these figures. And I think it's possible that with this one, and you're seeing that, low stock remaining warning, on the deluxe version, like the Scarlet Witch, it could be getting ready to come out. It could be getting ready to come out for sure. And the same thing with this Jack Sparrow, which is another one. The collector edition is on the wait list here. So the collector edition at $290, the most affordable one. Of course, the Artisan edition at $495. What a masterpiece here. What a flippin' masterpiece this is. A masterpiece. I mean, just look at that. That's also on the wait list. So the only one that you can get right now is the deluxe version at $330. It is still available on pre-order and expected to ship between October and March. But you do have to wonder If, this is just going to go out, and by the, with the twinkle of an eye, the blink of an eye, you wake up in the morning and this thing's already waitlisted, baby. And if this is the one you want, this is the version that you're really, clamoring for, I wouldn't sleep on this, because I don't think that they're making very many of this Jack Sparrow with the other variants outside of Artisan. What do you mean? Well, the Artisan version is limited to 4,000 pieces. Is it really safe to automatically assume that the deluxe version and the collector edition is double that amount? Like, for instance, the deluxe version, baby. Is that 8,000 instead of 4? The collector edition. Is that 12,000 instead of 4,000? Are they really making 12,000 of the collector edition? And, 8,000 of the deluxe edition? And only 4,000 of the Artisan edition? Think about that for a minute. Are they doing that? Or is the number that they're placing on these Artisan figures, that number 4,000, is that to make it appear that that is the lowest amount that they are producing out of this whole batch? Think about that for a minute. Pause. Take a drink yourself. Make sure it's a soft drink. And toast it with me, baby. Toast to this figure. Look, I'll tell you right now. A lot of these other editions, even though they don't have a number, limited edition posted next to it, they're not necessarily more production than this. They're really, really not. And that's the same thing. That's the same thing when you look at this Dark Empire Luke, which is completely gone. The collector edition and the special edition. Because the Artisan edition is limited to 3,500 pieces. Was the special edition really 7,500 or 7,000, double that? Or was it really over 10,000? The same thing with the collector edition. Do you really think that? And when you look at a lot of these limited division figures, limited edition figures, let's actually just go. And I'm going to sort this out. We're going to go see everything Hot Toys here. Okay? And let's sort it out best-selling wise. So we see everything from top to bottom. Okay. So you're like, wow, okay, people are going crazy. You see the Batman Deluxe version right here, with the full head sculpt of the young Michael Keaton for Batman Returns. Of course, there is, Robert Downey Jr., Dr. McDoom, there you go. Of course, the Amazing Spider-Man. You got how many versions of that up there right now with Andrew Garfield? You got that up top. Okay? You got the Predator. Okay? The Samurai Predator. Of course, you got Harley Quinn. Okay? The Terminator. When you look at some of these figures, you see that the Batgirl Purple and Gold edition. Take a look at this here, baby. And the Batman Beyond, the Black and Gold edition. That came out a couple weeks ago, I think now. Maybe it was a few weeks ago. Losing track of time, baby. Well, it was like 2 or 3 weeks ago those came out. They've been up there, right? Let's click on it. And it's limited to 2,000 pieces. And it doesn't even have a low stock remaining McWarning. Suck down some wizard juice and some knowledge as you hear that. It doesn't even have any type of wording on it. It's limited to just 2,000. Just how many of these figures are really, really, really being produced? Yeah. Just how many Balin skulls everyone was asking, where's Balin skull? Balin skull. I really didn't hear a whole lot of that. I heard it on like a couple of channels where that was like people were asking for it. I'm not too sure if the collecting universe was asking for it on that mass scale. Like the way it was maybe being thought that it was. And I love Star Wars, baby. I'd love to promote all these characters because they're all a number one for me. I'm just being the truth bearer here. Okay? These are two of your top sellers. Okay, let's go to this Batman. Limited one per person. And they're already giving you the cat's out of the bag that is 2,000. But it's not even sold out yet. So you have to ask yourself, is it possible that with some of these artisan figures, like the Dark Empire Luke, that was number one for that little bit because it came out, it got into the queue, and everybody got those 3,500, and then it just went down, that the sculpted versions by themselves, one and the other, may be actually less production than the artisan version? And I say, your eyes are opened. Pause. You're watching the Market Show, the only show of its kind here in the 6 scale community. There's no warning here. There's no warning. None. More and more announcements, perhaps even less production of these announcements. Maybe limited edition of 20 is forthcoming. I'm not really exaggerating. Kind of. Limited editions to 300. They've done that. 200. 150. 300. How long has this been? It's a limited edition. It's a limited edition. Don't assume that this artisan version of this Luke is the rarer version than the special edition and the rarer version to the collector edition. Contraire. If we if we go to everything here, artisan, that's on, Sideshow, and let's see if I could do that, or maybe it's probably going to be quicker and easier for me to just type it in here. Let's go everything artisan and Hot Toys. Artisan Hot Toys. Okay. There we go. And let's sort it out highest price so we get a lot of that'll make it easy. Price high to low. Okay. So it's kind of like here's an interesting dichotomy. Let's go to the Black Widow. So normally the collector edition is the inferior edition. Okay? The special edition, which is limited to just 4,000 pieces. Okay? Comes with the Iron Man gauntlet, his special little glove and crap. Okay? And if you get the lesser one, okay? This is a great example of less is more. Because if you get the one that isn't as special, is it maybe perhaps more special? Because it's actually has less production and that one's limited to 2,000 pieces? And I say, yes. So here's some more eye-opening market stuff for you as well. You could take this analogy, because they did it right here, baby. Okay? And you could be like, well, for many collectors, I understand there's always going to be some who like sculpted and this. I get it. We're not getting into that conversation. For most collectors, the Luke Skywalker with rooted implantation hair, which cost the extra bucks and all that extra hand work from an artist to put that in, is a superior version. And then the inferior versions probably go like this, sell a little bit less, and they may, however, be a little bit more rare, baby. It's kind of like, I have this wizard juice. Is this one more rare than the green one? Only I know that. One of them indeed is more rare than the other. Although, this right here, baby, that's super rare. Very interesting stuff. Make sure that you hit that like button. And make sure you hitty the subby too. Subscribe to the 6 Scale Cantina. If this is the first time you've been hearing the truth right here. You see it on this channel too. You're not just going to hear, buy this figure, buy that figure, buy this figure, I got this figure, I got all these figures, I'm getting all of these figures. Matter of fact, on this channel, you're going to be hearing, I didn't get this figure, I didn't get that figure, I didn't get that figure, and I got none of these figures. Because I just don't got the fracking money. Okay? So, if you're looking for that type of, place where you can feel like you could fit in, because, money's a little tight, baby. And the wallet is a little, it's a little, it's dry. You're trying to squeeze some juice out of there like an orange. Or like I said in some shows back, or with the final episodes of the first season of the Aries Tarrington show, you're trying to squeeze the juice out of the banana. It's pretty darn hard. I mean, it's pretty hard to find banana juice. Go to your local Walmart and see how many of them are on there. You're going to find a lot more Coca-Cola, baby, than banana juice, that's for sure. But I don't know if it's going to be as rare as this Black Widow. Oh, I love this stuff. Absolutely love it. Okay, so, look. That's what you're looking at here with a lot of these things. And here's the nifty little banner to the current show that you're watching. Look, those Jack Sparrows, are the other editions more rare than the Artisan ones? You have to wonder. With the Luke Skywalker, which is now on the wait list, both versions, are the other two sculpted versions more rare than the Artisan one? You have to wonder. And with the Scarlet Witch, you have to ask yourself the same question. What's going on? And I just showed you, from sorting everything out best-selling wise, boy, it's up there for quite a bit. Trying to inch towards 2,000 sold. Just how many Gores were sold? Or Third Sisters were sold? Or Grand Inquisitors were sold? Or some of these off characters were sold? You could look at a lot of those Ahsoka line figures, which are way down the bottom of the list at Sideshow. How many of those are they making? They're not anywhere even close to where Batman and gold, and then the same thing with the purple and gold, Batgirl is. And I know what you're going to say. Well, yeah, they had their time up there. Not really. Some of them weren't up there very long. Some of them didn't even make it in the top 5. A few of them never made it in the top 10. A lot have been living on page 4 and 5, baby. All right. Let's look let's look at, when we talk about this Luke, they make money off Luke. And now you can see that this Dark Empire one, they're just all gone. So are they done with Luke for the rest of the year? You know, no more Lukes, no more Lukes, no more Lukes. And I say, heck no. Heck no. So is it possible that the next Luke is going to be this Artisan Luke? Listen, you heard from the 13th Skull. Or was that the Hot Toys Wizard? Anyway, in the beginning of the program, this is a figure that they could 2.0 right fracking now. You could get your 2.0 of the Luke Snowspeeder pilot right now, and you could get it, baby, with purrs and with this Artisan hair. And let me tell you something, and they could whoop on you a sculpted version if they wanted to too, even though that one's gone. They can 2.0 this right now. But let me tell you, if they give me a Luke Skywalker from The Empire Strikes Back that looks like this is what these Artisan figures are looking like. As I put this up onto the screen, it looks just like Mark Hamill. Looks just like you snapped a picture of Mark Hamill. Okay? Looks just like it. And that's the beauty of these next level figures. And because people don't generally walk around with sculpted hair, unless it's Halloween, baby, these look like real, genuine shots of people. So when you go out and you were to do a survey, okay, or there's a presidential election, right? So there's a lot of polling going on. So, you know, go to New York and go into Times Square and go poll 1,500 people and ask them, is this an action figure or is this Mark Hamill? And see what the survey comes out with. Okay, it has to be non-Hot Toys collectors, okay? Not Collector Zachary or Collector Johnny or Collector Susie or Collector Mary or this new collector with this channel and this collector with another new channel, and pretty soon every collector in this community is going to have a channel. And I say go for it, because what I'd love to see is when someone goes live, is that there's about 20 other people live at the same time, and then people like I think like they'll be like all noticed all across the world. Like what is it with this hobby? And it's going to be, hey, attention. Look at these figures. They're actually people. Very, very interesting. Look, we're far out here at 6 scale Cantina for sure. It gets really, really far out. So when you look at this, okay, this also, okay, if you were going to poll people, is this an action figure? Or is this a picture of Hayden Christensen from Revenge of the Sith? Who in the world's going to say this is an action figure that doesn't collect Hot Toys, that doesn't collect InArt, that doesn't collect J&D, XYZ, ABC, Asmus, Black Series. Oops, sorry, I can't put that in there. I guess you could tell. You'd be able to tell that that's a toy. This is what these InArt and Artisan figures are doing. I'm looking right at the Gandalf right now. I could take a picture of it. No one's going to think it's an action figure. They'll think I got a picture of Ian McKellen if I do it right. Actually, I don't even got to do it right. I just do it raw. But again, a Luke like this, Artisan, Can't give me enough Lukes if they're going to give me a Luke that looks like the ultimate Luke, which this would be the ultimate snow speeder pilot, X-Wing pilot, whatever pilot you want to call it, Luke that's out there. And while they're at it, more and more announcements, less production of these announcements with so many reiterations. Remember, we already got the Batman Imposter version of the Artisan Joker. And yes, it is the same head sculpt. It is the same head sculpt. Okay, and that Artisan DX one didn't even come out yet. So while you're at it and you do that, give us this, baby. Because they could 2.0 your, what is this, the DX25? They already did the DX07. Who cares? Here you go. Do this. Or just put out a limited edition. Don't put out a sculpted version. And give us this Artisan version. DX25 Extended Edition. Oof, can you even imagine with this hair? Actually, you can go even a step further. Why don't you go ahead and do this? So, instead of going ahead and putting out just this Yoda again, which they're going to do, how about giving us this Yoda with an Artisan Luke in here? And then you can make it a 3-pack, baby, and make it one of the greatest packs of all time, and give me an R2-D2 with weathering on it from in here. And now we're talking. Give me some accessories like that granola bar, whatever the heck he had, that protein bar. How do you get so big eating food of this kind, baby? Pause. You're watching the market show here at 6 Scale Cantina. Yeah. You see how many different versions of Luke? You're like, oh, where did they come out with that Batman Imposter Joker? Well, actually, this was in the movie, so they didn't even have to do that with Luke. They can give you this one, baby. Okay? And then they can go ahead and they can give you this one. Yeah. And then they can go ahead and give you this one. Double yeah. Triple yeah. And then they can go ahead, which they're 100% going to do, and they're going to give you this one. And yes, we've already waitlisted the this awesome DX of Grogu from the finale of The Mandalorian Season 2. And, oh my goodness gracious. Can you even imagine if they take that Dark Empire Luke and they go ahead and they do this? Wow. Just look at that. And again, limited runs. And unlike the gold trimmed Batman from the video game one and the purple and gold, you know, what is it, the Batgirl, Batwoman, whatever she is from that video game, this will have no problem. They could actually limit this to 10,000 pieces and have no problem. And look, baby, we haven't even touched on this, but say what you want about the series, which it's kind of funny. That series is coming down full circle. People are, a lot of people are looking for a season 2 of the Book of Boba Fett and wondering where it is in light of all the other stuff that's coming out. The show was actually pretty darn good. I always thought it was great. But this will always be just a pretty darn epic moment and throwback moment right here now with Grogu on the back of Luke Skywalker. And let me tell you something, baby. Hot Toys will 100% make a run at something like this. We haven't gotten a little Grogu to come with a figure in a while. I'm getting a hunch with the movie that they're, filming right now, or, getting ready to put out the Mandalorian and Grogu movie, that we're about to see this little guy not only a little bit, but a lot of it. You're going to be swimming in Grogu stuff all over the place. But yeah, you're about to get unleashed with a ton of Lukes, but be on the lookout. Be on the lookout for the 2.0. And yeah, this quick of this particular Luke Skywalker. Here we go. Here we go. And then, staying right on this. There you go, baby. They've already teased it. They've already teased Leia. And I do believe that this is Artisan. And, or they're going to have an Artisan version of it. Or the back of her is Artisan. And I think you're going to have a couple of variations of this particular figure. And I think they're going to officially announce this figure before the end of 2024. And I think another one you got to watch out for in the queue system is this one right here, baby. And I'm just saying, with some of these Mandalorian figures that have been officially released lately, hearing some news from some otherworldly beings out from beyond the universe to keep your eye on for an Artisan Bo-Katan with wool hair, not just wool hair, but implantation technology rooted. And I tell you right now, they've already teased this, and they have already teased this one right here. Pause. You're watching the market show. Hit the like button, and don't forget to subscribe, baby. I actually think we're going to get bombarded before the end of this year, baby, with a lot of Star Wars stuff before the end of the day. But we'll keep our eye on it and see what happens for sure. So, you see what's on the banner here. And you see that I put Prisoner Leia back onto the screen. So you have to ask yourself, is she coming from Hot Toys? And I say yes. She is. And remember, with most of my predictions since my tenure here at 6 Scale Cantina, the way that you know that it's right is if most other channel creators say that it's not going to happen, and I say it's right, it's probably going to happen. Because that's what has just been happening with a lot of the stuff that I have been predicting since I came on. It's not very, popular to agree with the Hot Toys wizard with some of this stuff. More and more announcements, less production of these announcements. Get out of here. That's never going to happen. More 2.0s. That's crazy. They just came out with these figures. No 2.0s. All kinds of these Star Wars figures. Jar Jar Binks is going to be coming. General Grievous is going to be coming. They're going to be coming before the 30th anniversary. Never, 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 never. They're never going to go ahead and do rooted figures because that's not their specialty. Only InArt's going to do that. Well, they did. Well, the Heath Ledger Joker will never be better than the InArt figure. Well, it is. And Bail Organa will never be coming out. Well, he is. And Prisoner Leia will never be coming out. And yes, she is. And you have to ask yourself, has Lego, Lego, a pretty powerful company that has a license to put out Star Wars stuff with the almighty Disney, are they coming out with Prisoner Leia stuff? Yes, they are. As in a matter of fact, you can go buy it right Mick now, Mick babies. Yeah, here you go. Jabba's sail barge. And when you go through the different pictures on here, they don't try to disguise. Oh, we got to cover Carrie Fisher from this thing. She's right here. Right here. In this outfit. In a frackin' Lego. Hot Toys will never touch it. Yes, they will. You heard it right here. From the Hot Toys wizard. Captain Crunch will tell you it's coming out. He's steering the ship. Dr. Wonder will tell you it's coming out. But you can see Dr. Wonder. It's not going to be, fuzzy background anymore. Now you're going to really be able to see Dr. Wonder up close. The NR Cowboy will tell you that this is coming out. Well, because it just did with Lego. So will Reverend Possible. So will TK FOMO. But channel ABC will tell you it's not coming out, but this channel right here is the channel you want to hear because this is coming out. And what have I been telling you from back then on how exactly they're going to do this? I will tell you exactly how they're going to do this. They're going to slip it under the rug, kind of like how this is done in a way. It's right here in plain sight. It's right out there, but this is Jabba's sail barge. And if they come out with a Princess Leia figure from here, and, and they have an extra head sculpt, or you can remove an outfit and put these accessories on, or have that. There's so many ways. Or come out with a package, or it's a 2-pack, or it's some type of commemorative pack. And don't think they couldn't come out with a 2-pack of this. And you can use your imagination. Maybe it is Jabba. Too expensive. I don't know. I don't know anymore. They got a lot of people buying that dewback for $700. Leia and Jabba? Leia Artisan? Pay $1,000 for it? I would. I'd pay $1,500 for that. This is coming, baby. This is here from Lego. This is new. Along with all your friends. Look, there's Bib Fortuna. They'll never do that. Oh, yeah, they will. They'll do the Mando one, too. Where it's a little heavier. Or I guess that's Book of Boba Fett. Look at that right there. Jabba's sail barge. Comes with Prisoner Leia. Wow. I think I want to get this. I think I should get this. Forget about Hot Toys. Forget about InArt. Should do this, baby. But yeah, it's out. Hot Toys won't do it because Howard, stop! Don't even finish your sentence. He'll do it because there's money. It's all about the money. That's why you're getting 2.0s and 3.0s and the Batman Imposter versions and all these other versions and this and that. There is money involved in this. This is a major motion picture. Was it even rated R, baby? It's PG, whatever the heck it is. It's owned by Disney. They're putting it out. Howard will 1,000% put out the Prisoner Leia. Howard, are you listening to the Dark Jedi? Get this out, baby. Lego's putting it out. If you put it out, Howard, I'll send you some wizard juice for free. And then you'll even know what you're coming out with before you decide to come out with it. Aries, you are by far the worst collector I ever heard of. Yes, but you have heard of me. Because you get these other channels. They have like Gosh, 100,000 subscribers now, 200,000, 800 million. But I'll go live up against them and I'll just have way more people watching me than them. How is this possible? The same way it's possible that this prisoner Leia is going to be coming out, baby. The same way. Let's look at the market, because I promised a market update. And this is some crazy stuff. So let's take a look at what's going on here. Here's Rescue. Let's go to the original listing. Let's see where it's at. Rescue. $154. 27 bids. Not including the $19.45 in shipping. Unreal. Unreal. Let's go to another one. Let's go to Star Wars. Let's look at 40th ESB Vader. Where's that going at? Psh, talk about out with the old and in with the new. $232, and it's new. And the shipping's $15.95, unless you live in Michigan, around there, and you want to go pick it up because it's free. Not including taxes. 8,642 feedback. Oh, 100% positive. Wow. And I got people tell me, Aries, it's okay, my collection, I'm okay spending $600 on a figure and then having to have to sell it for $150. Well, okay. If you say so. I'm not. These figures are hitting another level before our eyes. And collectors are looking for the latest and greatest out there. And before our eyes, a lot of the stuff is just... and this is passe. And this is next level. Compared to the Artisan and some of the new stuff that they're coming out with in these DXs. And these next level figures. I mean, they're all doing a good job. This one shouldn't be selling for this. And this is just from October 10th, okay? I'm giving you a listing right here. $305. Outstanding seller. 90 feedback. All 100% positive. Not including the $22.01 in shipping. Wow. If I were him, I would have made it 2 cents. Anyway. Wow. $22.01. Not including the $305. This is because they came out with that Mythos Vader too soon. But this figure is outstanding. This figure is outstanding. And this figure will, even with that Mythos one, if you can get this figure right now for this price, it's a steal. Grab it. And right now you can get it for this price. So go for it, baby. You think the in-art Superman's affecting this? Pfft. Sold. $202. This was going near over $500. Not anymore. Not anymore. $202.50. The in-art has having the same effect on this figure right here, this MMS 465, as the in-art Heath Ledger Joker had on the DX11. It just tanked it, baby. It just tanked it, baby. And it's tanking this, baby. But you have to ask yourself, is the same thing that happened before about to happen again? And I say, yes. But what you're talking about, Aries? Well, Hot Toys did come out, though, with another Heath Ledger Joker, which is superior to the in-art one. It is affecting that price on that one. So, with the new Henry Cavill in art one, is Hot Toys going to come out with their own? Don't even ask. They came out with the Heath Ledger one. Of course they're going to do it. It's going to be this whole cycle that just keeps spinning around and around and around. Okay? So, just keep that in mind when you're looking to buy some of these. Just keep that in mind. Let's go to War Machine. This is like over a $400 figure, right? $187.50, 30 bids. October 6th, not including $19.45 in shipping. Good seller. 53 feedback. All 100% positive. Wow, let's go to more. Let's go to more. Let's take a Marvel. $211, same seller. For a freaking Mark 85, non-battle damaged. Not including 1945. Wow. Out with the old. In with the new. Here's a good one for you. Let's bring up Captain Marvel. Let's see if it cracked 100. No, but it did crack $82. $82. 80, 80, $82. Not including the $17.10 in shipping. 29 bids. MMS 522. I mean, let's go to this though. And let me tell you something. I have this figure, and a lot of collectors. Some collectors I know have this figure. Is this figure everything that it is? It is. It's right behind me. Let me tell you. Go look at my review on it. Go look at the reviews on it. Go look at it. It is the absolute most likeness to Gal Gadot that there is, and it's just next level. It was your first Artisan from Hot Toys, as they were kind of prototyping it in a way, but it was a real sell. And this has wool hair implantation technology. They dubbed it Warner Brothers 100 for that WB 100 that they were committed to and put it out. So they didn't call it Artisan. They called it that. But that's what it was. Limited to 1,500 pieces. Same mechanism, pretty much same way. And this thing is absolutely unbelievable. From the outfit to the tedious rooted hair that's on this particular figure, to that body, special body it comes with, where it's heavy and it's like real skin or whatever. I don't know. The thing is like absolutely insane. It is everything it's cracked up to be. Just like this Gandalf I'm looking at is everything it's cracked up to be. Just like this Aragorn I'm looking at is everything this is cracked up to be. Just like behind me, that freaking Artisan Joker, the Batman imposter version, is everything it's cracked up to be. And that's probably the best head sculpt of all time that I think. That Heath Ledger Joker one behind me. It is just, it's scary looking. It's scary, scary, scary likeness. Scary. It's that good. These Artisans, these in-art figures, this Wonder Woman, they are that good. They're that good, man. They're absolutely that good. Here's another one. $945 sold. No best offer. Gone. You're going to list this under 1,000? Right now, the way these are going for, like the Gandalf, like the Aragorn, it's a deal, baby. Try and get an art Gandalf under 1,000. It's kind of a deal right now. Limited to 1,500 pieces. And even when they come out with new versions of Gal Gadot, which they will, and Artisan versions of Gal Gadot, which they certainly are going to. There will always be just this one. That is exclusive. That cannot be replicated. That will always be limited to 1,500 pieces. Again, different variations and different variants and different films and different looks here and there, but not this one, baby. And that's where the value is going to start, where you're going to start seeing some of this retention on value. And you're starting to see, right in full in front of you with this and with some of these figures, what your grails in the future are looking like in 6 scale and in the 6 scale collecting community. So your future grails are going to be action figures that are next level, exclusive, limited, and with limited production, like you're seeing on those Artisan figures that are next level and cannot be duplicated, because those will stand the test of time, because they will always be limited to 1,500 pieces, like for instance this figure, or like so many of your Iron Man figures where they're also limited to 1,500 pieces, some 1,000 pieces, many 3,000 pieces, some just 300 pieces. Figures such as that, where even when they come out with figures that some collectors are going to say are better or, superior, you can go back that now and you can be like, hey, but this was only limited to 2,000 pieces. So when you go ahead and you look at the DX16 or the DX17, which has absolutely taken a hit because of the new 2.0 Darth Maul, which is not even a DX for whatever reason, but it's a 2.0. If those DX16 was limited to 4,000 or, 4,000 pieces or 2,000 pieces, like the Black Widow Artisan figure, and the one with the speeder bike was limited to, 4,000, that one 2,000, they wouldn't be tanking, baby. They may get touched a little bit, but they're exclusive. It's special. Can you even imagine if the DX09 1989 Keaton Batman, that many collectors feel the jawline is better than the new 1989 Batman that came out? You're starting to see that one really maintain its price and actually go beyond where the new one is, as the new one goes a little bit down here. Can you even imagine if that DX09 had a number printed on it? Whether it was 3,000 or 4,000 or 2,000 or 6,000? Makes it a little bit different, right? What about this DX06 I'm looking at over here? Right? It's going to get squashed. Right? DX15 getting squashed by the new Jack Sparrow, right? Imagine if those were limited. Imagine if those were just whatever, 2,000, 1,500, 3,500. Makes a big difference. So you have to wonder, with what Hot Toys is doing. And, I'm not going to say it's going to happen with every variant. It depends on the quality of the variant that you're trying to make at the time. But for some of them, they're going to be big-time grails, baby. Big-time grails. And for me as a collector, I'm going to always first and foremost collect what I want and what makes me happy. And that's what you should do too. As long as you can afford it and you can pay your bills and you're being responsible. That's my advice anyway. But if you're a collector that really likes to hunt, really likes your value to increase over time, and really wants the latest and greatest and wants to have those type of, to show off your collection, keep an eye out on a lot of these other ones that come out like that. because that's where the money's, that's where the grail ability is going to be, baby. That's where it absolutely 1,000% is going to be. And it's certainly going to be with this figure. And if you like what you heard here today, you may want to consider joining my channel. It does support it. Look, I appreciate your support. Go ahead and join the channel. Click the little join button if you want to join. It does support me. You can look at my exclusive review of the Inarch Gandalf here. It's everything it's cracked up to be and more. But you're going to see a review that's going to talk about it as it is. It's not going to be a Hot Toys fanboy or an Inarch fanboy. It's going to be shooting from the hip and giving it to you exactly how it is, baby. So go check this out. You get an exclusive on there for sure. And while you're on there, you could also see, speaking about that, how does this compare next to the Gal Gadot Wonder Woman? You know what? You'd be surprised. Go on there, and you'll see this next to the Wonder Woman, next to the Aragorn, and next to the Artisan Joker. You'll see 2 rooted hair Artisan Hot Toys versus 2 rooted hair Inarch figures. And you can get that right now exclusively by joining 6 Scale Cantina and becoming a Cantina Insider. And I appreciate your support. Look, a lot of you are asking, when are you going to go live? When are you going to look? It costs money to go live. It's like $45 a month now. With StreamYard, just basic, or if you're going to go on this service and that, just to go on there. So, every little bit helps. Time, everything I put into, into this. You probably see it. I shot this with a new camera, baby. And if you like this, you also get a lot of stuff like this. Expanded analysis, heightened thoughts. It's rating Artisans, but why? If you like what I talk about here, you may want to come check out some of these insider extras. So yeah, if you feel like you benefit from it, join the channel. It does support the channel. And I do appreciate your support, baby. All right, with that, I don't always spill coffee and then tread in it and try to wash it down with wizard juice. But when I do, I do it right here at the 6 Scale Cantina. Stay thirsty, my friends.
Ancient action figure theorists watching across the universe, we hope you've enjoyed Season 1 of the Aries Tarrington Show right here at the 6 Scale Cantina. Get ready for Season 2 of the Aries Tarrington Show. We're going to get more experts, more ancient action figure theorists, and we're going to go on location to the craziest parts of the universe. The Market Show is coming back along with 6 Scale Raw as we move into production for Season 2 of the Aries Tarrington Show. Stay thirsty, baby.